bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. All right, a quick prayer. I ran into a little bit of air rage actually on the flight into Houston, but I'm glad to be taking in the sights. I'm just about to head to a hiking trail, but I ran into a little bit of air rage. What had happened was I got too complacent, and that's one lesson that I have to take. I get complacent in relationships with people all the time. What had happened was I got on the plane and I realized the guy in front of me was a really good photographer as well. And I was telling him about Peter Dislike and all that. And toward the end of the flight, there was a kid sitting behind me, and his dad was trying to tell him not to kick my seat. And I actually didn't mind. You know, sometimes I love having little moments, like a 5-year-old kid kicking my seat. That's not the end of the world. And so I was telling the guy in front of me, he's a little bit younger than me. I want to say he's in his mid-20s. And I asked him if he would mind if I kicked his seat. And the reason being that I remember when I was 5 years old, I used to love to kick seats, and my mom was really upset at me too. And I kind of wanted to relive that. But there's another reason I asked him. And he says, no, it's not a problem. And then I whacked his seat really hard. And he didn't mind. He laughed with me. But the flight attendant and another guy sitting adjacent to us took really big offense and wondered what had just happened. And so there's another reason why I asked the guy in front of me if I could kick his seat. I want to practice getting comfortable asking uncomfortable things. You see, kicking a seat is stupid, right? But it's an uncomfortable ask because not every day do you ask the guy sitting in front of you if he minds you kicking his seat. But what would be nice to ask for is a raise at work, asking a girl out on a date, asking for favors at various things that asking to be bumped up to first class. Those things I do want to ask, or they're uncomfortable. And I wanted to practice those kind of things for a moment. And so after the flight attendant and the guy sitting opposite of us had looked at us and gave us a dirty stare, I explained that I was practicing because one of these days I might want to ask a girl out on a date. And they all laughed at me and they said that this is not good practice. They're not even close. But the point is that I want to say things that I don't want to say. And long story short, I almost got into air rage overthinking it a little bit. I got a little bit too complacent. Thank God we didn't make the news, and so that's all good. Anyway, welcome to Houston. This is the Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum. The Peter Dislike Show. Bum 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 bum.